remember?
Well, my name is Edwin B. Johnson, but I go by Ned. I was born in Ishpeming, Michigan, way back in 1923. And I haven't lived here all my life, but I'm working on it. And I went to Michigan Tech and graduated. Went into service when I was about 19 or 20. It was overseas, and I happened to be a little guest of the Germans for 7 months. It was either be captured or shot. So I decided to be captured. And I was married before I went into service. But being an optimist, this is interesting, at least to me. I told my wife, we're not married, but my wife said, I told her, I said, I'll be back. No matter what you hear, I'll be back. So she first got a letter saying missing in action, and a letter I was a prisoner, and then came home, but came home a lot thinner than I went into prison camp. I think I went into 185, came out at 132 or something. But I made it. That's the most important thing. And since then, my life has been very good. I've been fortunate. My health is, my legs are kind of gone, and I still have most of my senses, so I am thankful for that. And my folks had grocery stores. Ned Johnson had a couple of smaller stores, so I worked in the store since I was in about 7th, 8th grade. And so I didn't get a chance to do much hunting or fishing because I was always working. And had a nice family, one brother and 2 sisters. I'm the last of the Mohicans now, so. But happy to be here and do what I can for the rest of them and all the people in the pictures, so. It's been a good life. And I kid myself, it's not quite over yet. Outside of that, that's most of the highlights. I did make a little video that they did at the the Northern Station. Did a video on the UP Goes to War. And I had a little part in it, which was interesting. But the most interesting thing at the end of the film, I said, I'm never going to be hungry again. Because the only thing, we didn't eat too well in prison camp. But when you're young, you can survive. Excuse me, I found out Americans have a very good sense of humor, so you survive some of that stuff through being positive, upbeat attitude. So that boils me down to where I am very much. But I've been fortunate. I haven't had any serious ailments so far. And I guess I kind of, as I said in a few words, my family has the same values I have. And that is, you don't have to spend money to do nice things to nice people. And I said, I often kid myself, you only walk the planet once, make it a good one. So that's kind of in a nutshell. I'm a homespun kid, made good. I ended up in the company and retired in 85 and 83. I was elected, not CEO, but the president of the company. And so it was a heck of a good career. I started in a little research lab here, which they started in 1949. So I had 38 and a half years with the company, and I got in on the beginning when the high-grade ores were gone pretty much, so the undergrounds were diminishing. And a good friend of my folks, who was having to be the manager of a big mine, big property mining company, said, hey Ned, he said, you know, the high-grade ores are being depleted, so you're going to have to go to low-grade ores and they have to be upgraded. So he said, that'd be a pretty good field, and he was right, because there's no underground mines left, because all the ore left was too deep to mine economically, and the rest of the reserves were gone, so. Been challenging, but very interesting. I was fortunate to work with a group of great people up here, everywhere do, but up here are just hard-working, dedicated people, and I enjoyed it. Everything's changed, of course, over the years, but a good friend of mine who was assistant manager up here with me, we get together and I'd say, we'd say, the good old days weren't so bad after all. We'd say, amen. But you can't change things. But that's about it in a nutshell.
If you want 10 minutes to go by fast, because I don't like long programs, this is it. Everybody has their problems. Let's push them to the back for a while and just have a good time. You know, Ado went in to have his annual eyes checked, and he got in to sit down, and the doctor said Ado was hoping for new glasses, but particularly fancy rims. So he said, put your hand over your right eye, and he goes way up here, oh, lower, goes like this. I'm going to have trouble with him. So he goes in the back room, gets a clean paper bag, puts over Ano's head, and cuts a little hole out for each eye. And pretty soon Ano was sobbing and fidgeting, and the eye doctor said, what's the matter, Ano? He said, I was hoping for wire rims. The little boy was asked, 4 years old, by the pastor, do you usually say a little blessing before you have your evening meal? No pizza, we don't have to, because my mom's a really good cook. Four fellas played golf for about 20 years, and one day Bill said to his friend George, he said, "You're a good Catholic. Find out if there's golf in heaven." And George said, "I don't know if they're going to do that or not." Came back 4 months later, he said, "Yeah." He said, "Bill, there is golf in heaven. There's a little problem though, too. You have a tea time for tomorrow noon." Okay, that amount of serious stuff. Yeah, my nephews and grandchildren are where?
Right here.
Nephews are here. I'm not going to go through every name, because if I did, I'd have to send a band home early. I'm not going to do it. And the grandchildren over there, and they're all a great group of kids. And pretty soon I'm going to introduce you to the varsity. And I think most of you know Dottie. We've been friends for over 40 years, and we were very fond of each other. We're looking forward to spending our retirement years so calm. Now, those are grandchildren, nephews. I do want to mention only one person. That's my cousin from Florida, Karen Schulman.
Stand up. On the back of your Ned. Stand up. Stand up. Okay.
Who, me?
No, the only one from Florida in the whole room.
She has ties to Ishpeming because her grandmother and grandfather each graduated from the Ishpeming High School. No, I don't do the nitty gritty. I want to introduce my children. And they're pretty decent people. I introduce the oldest one is Scott and his wife Jan. He went to Michigan Tech, graduated and moved out west, got a job, comes back maybe once a year. Then the middle one is Vicki, and her husband Ron. They live in Hastings, Minnesota. Yeah. The youngest one is Marcia, of course, lives here, and Ron. What I like about my children, they help me climb the ladders to this old age and to give me support and all the support and love I need. But they, what I like the most is they share the same values I do, and that is simply this: it does not cost anything to be nice to people and to do kind things. And I often say to myself, you only want the planet once. Now, I want to say that it's been a great time. You made it. I'll remember this forever. It's not over the evening by any means. The bar will be open and active till 11 o'clock. But I do want to say one thing. Somebody may got a little nudge maybe and say, "My God, you know Johnson better than some of the people he announced." So, you know, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, never would. But this is what I promise. I'm going to have another birthday in 5 years. And I promise if you're there, I'll have to stand up and be recognized and mention your name. That's it. But anyway, thanks so much for coming. You guys stay well. You guys stay well, and best wishes to you, and God bless you.
We're not going for that. God bless you.
Okay.
Hi, Ned. John Wills, trumpet player with the band. Tell you what, I met you last summer up at Presbytery Point, and I'm happy to be back here to play for you again tonight. Happy birthday,
Ned
buddy.
and Dottie, Pierre OJ here, and just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday, and looking forward to having lots of fun tonight with your family and friends, and the wonderful music you're going to have. Happy birthday once again, and you certainly make a beautiful couple, and wish you all the best.
Happy birthday to my brother, my mother, my mother's favorite brother. We'll see you at the party.
Hey, Dad, we're glad to be here to celebrate your birthday. 95 great years. You've been a great father. You've taught me a lot, integrity, honesty, and how to be a good citizen. So we love you a lot, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ned. And I agree, you've taught Scott a lot. He's a great husband, and I thank you for giving me a wonderful...
Hey, Dad. So glad to be here to celebrate your 95th birthday. Thank you for everything you have done for me over the years. I love you to the moon and back.
Happy birthday,
I
Ned.
just want to say I got the best dad in the world, and I'm so proud of him, and I love him to the moon and back. That's all I can say.
Ned and Dottie, this is such a wonderful event. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And you know, when you look at me, you look at your Aunt Phoebe, you look at your cousin Janet, and you look at the Florida family that will always and forever love you. God bless.